America, 70 to 80% of those chronic conditions are avoidable and due to lifestyle. So where are you going to spend your time? Focus on the 80%. And you think of the billions of dollars we could free up if we got people their colorectal screenings, if we got the right preventive care screenings, if we had diabetics that have to manage their disease better, more compliance with their medications. And how do you outreach and how do you identify those people? In a system of care, like, again, one that's organized like clip20, you're proactively looking for that, to reach out to, I have a juvenile diabetic daughter. She's now 25. She got it when she was 8 years old. Coming to clip20, she's had to always, they call it the thinking man's disease, because you can't go a day, a minute, an hour without thinking about diabetes, because your blood sugars, your level of activity, what did I just eat, my insulin level, every minute of the day. And she had to take that burden on until we got into clip20, and she's getting proactive calls, now people asking her questions, or when she's in with the physician, asking her about how well she's managing her chronic conditions and doing outreach and education. And it takes that sort of middle, focusing on the middle, so that my daughter doesn't end up in the emergency room or in the hospital with kidney failure or other sorts of organs that could fail because of that disease. So those kinds of things, and I can say in looking back on Kaiser's history, this is hard work. Just by Papaka and others saying, hey, ACOs is the gift of the future here that we're going to give you, it's very difficult to get physicians aligned, to get infrastructure in place, to get care teams to work together, to get the technology in place so that literally a specialist can look at an MRI in Sacramento and the physicians in Santa Clara, and you could be doing a consult online, and the member could be a part of that as well. All of that is what creates the right investment in health. And so I applaud the ACO spotlight right now, but it's also amongst all of us as care delivery systems and insurance companies, the task we have is to make it work, because it's having watched what it took to put in our Health Connect system, which is now, again, award-winning. And I didn't really know lie-by statistics on that one.
Are you talking about that online product that we invented?
Online, yeah,
that was invented at PAM. We invented the Epic Online, but you know.
I don't want to be in between these two.
Yeah, no. You start with that and then you make it better.
We're just a little medical.
Remember Microsoft Word 1.0? We're at 8.0.
Here's the Apple, right?
That's right. So I think ultimately it's our responsibility to figure out how do you create that sustainable infrastructure, and imagine insurance companies taking a back seat, and it's more about the care delivery systems that are going to have to be more accountable in the future. So.
That's a perfect segue into our discussion of wellness and population management. Tim, take it.
Well, I was going to say one thing. I don't know if we're on this thing. Because where the place I come from, I came out of a lot of adult hospitals. So, and the average age in adult hospital is like 84 years old. I mean, these are like a 600-bed big adult, size of Stanford, big adult hospital with 4,000 to 5,000 births. So a lot of young women having babies. The average age is 84 years old. That's a typical hospital in California. So right there, it gives you a feel for what like kind of the edges are in a way. It's like most of the people that are consuming healthcare, the real costly healthcare, the stuff like hospitals, which is where the big money's dumped, and then there's pharmaceuticals, another big chunk of money. Those things are being spent by 80-something-year-olds, and right or wrong, we're living longer and all those kinds of things. And then on the other side of the coin, like where I work now at Lucille Packard, which we actually deliver babies. We deliver about 4,500 babies right now a year, which is unusual for a children's hospital. Most don't do that.